favorite scary movie?
Was that the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, I do believe it was.
Jason was my son, and today is his birthday.
It's alive!
Hello, and welcome to Watchlist Rundown, the podcast where we explore the cinematic universe one ridiculous question at a time. We are so glad to have you here with us. My name is Hunter. I am one of your hosts on our show, and I am joined, as always, by my good friend and co-host, Nick.
Hello. You didn't tell me you were gonna do that. So it just got me off guard.
Just like, what the hell? So, as you can probably tell by the title, this episode in this month is horror themed. It is October.
Yeah.
So welcome to the first Halloween horror month for Watchlist Rundown. I hope you like the new cover art for the month. But yeah, so this month is going to be all horror movie related, and we'll see how much we can actually get out of that. I am not as much of a horror movie buff as Nick, but I'm sure Nick can come up with something.
Oh, yes.
So, we started a new segment where we're going to kind of give you a life update on recent movies or shows that we have watched since the previous episodes. And you want to go first?
I haven't really been watching a whole lot of movies, but I recently just watched Gen V.
Did you watch all of it?
Yeah. Well, the 3 episodes that came out, I did. Yeah.
Oh, is it only 3 right now?
Yeah. It's actually pretty good. It's I think it could be as good as The Boys, and The Boys is actually like one of my favorite shows. So.
Nice. Okay, so The Boys is 3 seasons right now?
Yeah,
4 seasons.
Four is about to come out next
4 is
year.
about to come out. Okay. I think it was delayed because of the writer's strike for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think it could be as good as The Boys. Does it take place with like a character from The Boys?
Yeah, yes.
So like it takes one specific character and kind of does a side story sort of thing?
No. Not like that. It's like, how do I put this? It's like,
is it sort of like how there's the Avengers and there's Fantastic Four, like there's different groups of superheroes sort of thing? So it's the same world?
Okay, yeah. I'll explain it like that. It's like a Spider-Man with the Avengers.
Okay,
like,
so they're like on their own, and then there's a separate group that's kind of the bigger group.
Yeah, so this group that we're dealing with is a girl that is going to this college. It's basically about these kids who are in college that have superpowers. So
is it a superhero school?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's what's that old movie called? Not even that old.
Sky High.
Sky High, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
It's like Sky High, except for they don't all turn into babies.
Yeah, and some of the parents are like the superhero. Well, yeah, the parents are like old superheroes, but not like the main superheroes from.
Gotcha.
From the boys. But
okay.
Like A-Train and all of them, they still make appearance. So does the Deep. Well, you don't even know who I'm talking about, but yeah.
I half know. I've heard all these names before, but I have only watched half of the first
episode. It does connect to the show though, because they talk about Homelander and what happened in the 3rd season. And...
So it's more like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes. Yeah. I guess I could have just said that.
Okay. So you're liking it. That's good. Okay. Yeah. Well, I recently, as of 2 days ago, watched The Creator. And that was very, very good. I am a huge sci-fi nerd. I really like sci-fi movies. They're just, I don't know, they hit some sort of chord in me that's like, it makes me feel a way that I can't even really describe. They're so enticing and entrapping and kind of like almost scary to see that this is a lot of things that are actually like happening and could happen. And I think with The Creator, it's even more so because it's only not even that far distant in the future, and we're seeing so much stuff going on with AI right now that it doesn't feel like this is a very far off future, and that's kind of scary. But the movie itself was very good. I gave it an 8 out of 10. There was some consistency stuff that I feel like gave it a little bit of a knock, but visually it was beautiful. John David Washington, I think he did a great job. The little girl who he was traveling with, she did a great job. She was probably a better actor than John David Washington, if I'm being honest. Like, she did really good. I liked it a lot. I wish they didn't, I guess kind of a spoiler, but not really. They didn't really set it up for a sequel necessarily. I guess they could probably come up with a way to make a sequel, but sometimes I guess that's okay. Sometimes those one-off really good movies are good, and I like those. But Gareth Edwards, as the director, he did a great job. I watched an interview with him talking about how they filmed this on it was like a 325 aspect ratio or something like that. I'm not huge onto cameras and how it's filmed and stuff, but he said that he wanted to put it on screen in that ratio, and it basically would have made it so it's like a super narrow movie. So it's super wide, but it's not very tall. So you have a lot of scene and stuff in the movie, which is super cool because it was filmed with like a really old camera lens on a new camera.
Yeah.
And it gave a really cool sort of visual look. But he was basically declined from the movie studio to show it like that. So he instead did what Tarantino's aspect ratio, which is like 235, I think. It looked great. But what's really cool about the fact that they filmed it in that 325, I'm probably really wrong about what the aspect ratio is. Have you heard of X Cinemas?
Yes.
I think it's what it's called, or maybe Z Cinemas, or it's basically the cinemas that have the side screens.
Oh, yeah.
So because they filmed it in this way, they can show this movie in those cinemas, and it will have the exact same aspect ratio. It'll use the 325, and it'll fit fully on those side screens and the middle screen. So if you watch the movie in those theaters, you will see more of the movie because they basically had to cut the edges off.
Oh.
So it's literally like you see stuff that you could not see in the theatrical cut unless you go to these theaters, which I thought was super cool.
Huh.
Yeah, I was like kind of like drooling as I was watching this guy do this interview. So that was super interesting. It was super cool. So I do highly recommend it. The creator, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I'll probably watch it again. I really enjoyed it. Check it out.
Yeah.
All right. So this episode is all about me.
Yeah. This win, isn't it? I'm just kidding.
Hey, rude. So I like I've said, I'm not the biggest horror movie buff. I've watched a fair amount, but I have not watched nearly as many as Nick has, and so this is going to be sort of about my knowledge of horror movies, what I like in horror movies, what I don't like, and basically that.
Yeah.
So I guess let's start off with my top rated horror movie. Can I do that? Let's see if I can do that. Ratings, your ratings, top. Okay, so my top rated horror, I have two shows, which is The Last of Us and Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I feel like those aren't super. I mean, they're horror themed, but I wouldn't say those are horror movies or shows.
Well, Last of Us is.
I guess they're both technically horror, but they're not scary horror. They're more thriller horror.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I mean, yeah.
So I gave Stranger Things and The Last of Us both a 9 out of 10. I love both of them. They're both phenomenal shows. My next on the list is A Quiet Place Part 2.
Okay.
Did you watch Quiet Place Part 2?
Dude, yes.
I think that A Quiet Place Part 2 is better than Part 1. Which I don't think a lot of people actually agree with me with.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know, cause you got Cillian Murphy in there, but
Right?
I don't know. I like the first one better because
Also, it's Cillian Murphy.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I thought for the longest time it was Cillian Murphy. Also, it's Killian.
Bro,
I know. So
that's like Taylor Lautner, but like his last name isn't Lautner. It's like Laner or something.
yeah, no, it's his name is literally Killian Murphy. So future reference, if you're talking about him, Killian. Yes. And I promise I'm not like just fucking with you. Like, his name is literally Cillian Murphy. I learned it when I was watching an interview.
Huh.
Yeah. So when I was watching like Oppenheimer stuff.
Oh.
So Cillian Murphy is his name. But yes, I think that there's a few movies that the start of the movie is just so good that it just sticks with you. Like, one of those movies is The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight has probably one of my favorite intros ever. Like, the bank heist scene is just so good and such a great introduction to the Joker as a character. And then A Quiet Place Part 2, where you have the start of the fall of humanity and these monsters first appearing for the first time, day one, as you will.
Yeah.
It was so well done, and I really, really liked how they did it. And you could feel the fear of these people as they're not really knowing what's going on. I loved it. I thought it was a great start to the movie, and probably one of the most impactful starts to a movie I've seen in a long time.
Did he die in that one?
Who?
Cillian Murphy. Did he die in part 2?
I think so. I think he did. Yeah. I would say I'm 95% sure. But there's 5% of me that could be wrong. All right, let's actually talk real horror movies, I guess. So, Alien and Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Alien before. I never watched Aliens. So I recently watched both of them.
Aliens is better.
Aliens is better.
Yeah.
Aliens really is. I like Alien. Alien is good. But Aliens had you didn't have you knew what was going on, and the fact that everybody was being so stupid about it just like made it that much more like, I don't know, you're like, you are a dumbass, listen to her. I don't know. I really liked the story in that one, and I think it was very well done. And I enjoy you get action faster in that one. I think is why I liked it more, because Alien you have to kind of wait for the action to kind of start, and then when the action does start, it's kind of already over.
Okay.
But with Aliens, the whole thing is action the whole time.
Okay.
What's your reason for liking Aliens more?
I don't know. I just like it more. I can't really remember why, because I haven't watched it in years.
Right.
But I don't know.
No, that's
yeah.
fair. Okay, so I feel like I'm naming movies that aren't even really horror movies. So I guess we'll go on to what I'm seeing next on my ratings. Prey.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I feel like Prey and the Predator movies as a whole are very much in line with like the Halloween movies and it's like a hacker slasher basically.
Yeah.
Except for it's an alien versus people who have either big guns or bows and arrows. But Prey, I feel like, took the Predator series to another level, and I feel like we've already talked about the Prey before a few times. It was just so well done, and the character development was great, and I really want to see more of this alien in different eras.
You mean Predator?
The Predator is an alien. I want to see more of this alien in different environments. Did you end up finishing Nope?
Yes.
What did you rate it?
I didn't like it, dude. I'm glad I left.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Oh no, I didn't like it.
That's another one that was like, it was half horror, more thriller, and I feel like that's a lot of the horror movies that I watch. I don't like. We talked about this on one of the previous episodes. I don't like the unknown. Like, if I've seen a horror movie before, I will probably have liked it. And if I watch it again, and I'd be fine watching it again because I've seen it already, but it's watching it for the first time that I hate. I hate watching horror movies for the first time. So most of the horror movies that I have watched are more like thriller sort of movies, like Prey and A Quiet Place and Nope. They're more thriller sort of style. I feel like Nope was a little bit more horror-y, I guess, but
Yeah.
but even still, I don't know. It was more like a comedy horror.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was good. I liked it. I liked the twist where the alien was the spaceship. I guess spoiler alert, but
I mean, it's been out for a year.
yeah, exactly. I really liked it. I thought it was a great movie. Have you ever
I'm kind of
watched?
iffy on it. I
Iffy on
don't.
it?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird because the only part that I got uncomfortable during that movie was when I forgot the character's name, not the monkeys, the digested scene.
Okay.
Like when the alien ship goes to that carnival or whatever and sucks up everybody that's there.
And then it spills it all over the house and it's like blood everywhere.
Yeah, but like you see them in the ship like getting sucked, like digested and stuff, and it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I was maybe claustrophobic.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was good. I don't think it's something that I'd really necessarily got on my way to watch again, because I feel like the main point of the story is that the alien is the spaceship, and once you kind of know that, it kind of is like, I don't know. It's that's it. You know?
Yeah, I'm not really gonna watch it again.
I liked the. Did you see the character poster of Stephen Yeun's character?
Yeah.
How the spaceship alien thing is his hat.
Yeah, that I didn't know that until you pointed that out. I was like, damn, man, that's actually kind of cool.
It is cool. It's a cool poster. I guess for those who don't know, Nick and I both are poster collectors. How many do you think you have?
A lot.
You don't know how many exactly?
I have 4 hanging up right now. So right now I have Barbarian, Scream 6, Halloween 2018, and Black Phone up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have my original 1978 Halloween poster up.
Hell yeah.
But then I also have that's not hanging up. Oh my gosh, I probably have like maybe 60. But they're all horror. Like there's none that aren't like there's one that's not horror, and that's The Nice Guys.
You have a couple others, I think, that aren't horror, don't you?
Nope.
They're all horror.
They're all horror.
Nice.
I can literally go through them all right now.
Well, we can maybe do that another episode.
Okay.
I have a sheet, a Google sheet of all the ones that I have, and I have 335 in my Google sheet.
Wow.
I think I might have maybe 2 that aren't in there that you've given me recently or something. Maybe, but I think they might be all in there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, 335 and more on the way, right?
Yeah. If they ever get here at movieposters.com.
Yeah, sponsor us and then maybe we won't talk crap about you. No, I'm sure it's probably just honestly, I don't even know. Maybe they can't find it.
Dude, they texted or they emailed me in like March saying it would be here in 2 weeks. That was March.
You should email them back. Be like, bro, where's my poster?
Ma'am, I got my Nice Guys poster, but where is my Spider-Man Twin Tower poster?
Where's my Spider-Man Twin Tower and my Harry Potter?
Yeah, my Sorcerer's Stone?
Where is my Sorcerer's Stone? And where is my Spider-Man 2002? Please give it to me. Thank you. Fuck. Oh. Okay, I'm good. Anyway. Have you seen The Twilight Zone? Not the Jordan Peele one, but the original?
Yes.
All of it?
No.
No? Have you seen some of it, though?
Yeah.
You should watch all of it. It's really good. It's very much like it's basically oh crap, what's that show called? Black Mirror? It's basically Black Mirror, but before Black Mirror was a thing. I don't know. I like it a lot. There's some really interesting horror content in it that I really like. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, that's technically considered a horror movie.
It's Sam Raimi.
I know it's Sam Raimi. Do you consider it a horror movie?
In an aspect, I guess.
I feel like Marvel held Sam Raimi back.
They did, dude. They nerfed him. They should have let him.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that the guy who made I think it was the Barbarian? Was supposed to be, or was it James Wan?
Yeah.
He was supposed to direct it originally.
What?
And then there was creative differences, so he left the project. Which is basically what probably was. Basically, what happened is he said, "Yeah, I want to do something way more scary than what you want me to do, so go with Sam Raimi."
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
They should have had James Wan do that. Dude, that would have been sick. Creative differences, my ass.
Yeah, basically, he was supposed to be the director, and there was just creative differences between him and Marvel, and they parted ways, which is really unfortunate, because I feel like, don't get me wrong, I love Sam Raimi, and he does a great job, and he's obviously done Spider-Man, and he's done all of the Evil Deads, and a lot more than that, but I think that James Wan could have given the movie something different than what was Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi ramified it. Like, he has a very specific style, and he sticks to it, and he did that with Doctor Strange, which was fun. But I think if James Wan did it, it would have been more scary and more. It just would have been more, I think. You know?
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's what I like the movie, but I think that it should have been James Wan. No offense at all to Sam Raimi, but okay. Some actual horror movies. The Conjuring. I've seen The Conjuring 1 and 2. I have not seen the other ones yet. I plan on it. I just haven't had the chance to. Do you like the Conjuring movies?
I was 11 years old when my mom took me to see The Conjuring, and till this day, the part where they're in the bedroom and the frickin' witch bitch is on the frickin' wardrobe and jumps at them.
That's the one where she gets her body stabbed by the tree, right?
No.
Or is that the second one?
No, this is the first one.
I don't remember what happens in the first one. I just watched it like a month and a half ago or something.
The kids were inside the bedroom, and the witch was crawling on the wardrobe, and it zooms in on her face, and she jumps on a kid and attacks him.
Oh, right.
Yeah. To this day, that part freaks me the fuck out. Oh my god, dude. I've never been so jump scared before in my life.
Yeah. Do you think 1 or 2 is scarier?
1.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think kind of weird.
I think that the Bill Wilkins was kind of weird.
No, what was his name? The Smiling Man or the Crawling
The
Man?
Crooked Man is cool, but no, Bill Wilkins was the guy in the chair. Wilkinson, Bill Wilkins, whatever.
Oh, the ghost?
Yeah, my name is Bill Wilkins. And I don't know how the voice went through the girl, and they're like, I don't know. There's some stuff in that movie was like, but I guess that was an actual tape from the actual event that happened with Ed and Lorraine Warren. But I don't know. There's some stuff in that movie that was like meh, but there's other stuff that I really liked. Like the Nun obviously was branched off of that movie, and I like the Nun. The Nun's a cool villain. I haven't seen the second one. The first Nun was good. I have not seen the second one yet.
It's alright. It's kind of weird because The Nun 2 is like 2 movies in one.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
heard that
like-
it was better than the first one.
Oh, it is. It just, I don't know.
Is it scary?
I mean, I watch a lot of horror, so I really don't get scared.
That's
So
fair.
I mean, but I guess if you brought Riley in there, I guess it would be scary for her.
I mean, Riley likes horror movies. She watches them just as much as you do.
oh,
She
okay,
watches
fine.
like the dumb horror movies. Like she watches like the mainline ones, but she also will watch like she'll have her friend come over and they'll open up like Netflix or something and click the first horror movie they see, which is like some B-rated horror movie that only 3 people have ever seen. And
Sometimes those are the best, bro. Literally.
there's one that they were talking about that they like. There's 2 different ones that I've heard the most about that they both like. They were the worst. One was about this like this group of people that get trapped on a ski lift.
Oh my god, yeah. And then they have to jump off it. Oh, dude. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they told me all about it. I basically know what happened in the whole movie because they like had to tell me all about it. But basically, how like one guy got eaten by wolves or something, and they had to watch it happen. And I was like, ooh,
frostbite and
that sounds terrible. That's a different type of horror. That's more like that could actually happen horror.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what this other one was called, but it was about this person who was living in their air ducts or something like that.
The boy.
No, it wasn't the boy. They've seen the boy too, but no, it was like this person like living in their attic and like I can't even remember, but there was I can't remember, but they told me all about it. It was like some guy living in. It was based off a true story about this person who was living inside this attic, and he would like look through like the air ducts or something in this really old big house. I don't know, but they just watched a ton of B movies, but I feel like those are some of like they're like the rare, what do you call them, hidden gems.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not big on the horror movies, so I would not watch stuff like that. But I did watch The Boogeyman recently.
Oh, that's Hider in the House. That's the one you were talking about.
Hider in
Anyway.
the House?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched The Boogeyman recently. Kind of sucked.
Yeah.
And so did The Curse of La Llorona. Kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Have you seen Winchester?
Yes.
I liked that movie.
I liked it.
It didn't rate super good, but I don't know. I also like history, so I like the fact that it's actually based off of the wife of Winchester in the Winchester house, and I thought that was a really interesting take, and I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Probably the biggest house in America.
And then Hush. Hush is a great movie.
Yeah, Hush is very good.
I liked that one.
He's just taunting her, and then she has to fight back and shit.
I feel like Hush is what spawned A Quiet Place. Like you have all the it started a new wave of movies based off the senses. So you have Hush, and then you have A Quiet Place, and then you have Bird Box, where like you can't hear, you can't see, you can't speak.
I don't like Bird Box.
I didn't see Bird Box. Again, Riley. That's one Riley watched and told me all about. But I really liked Hush. I thought Hush was a good movie. I liked the. It was more like a hacker slasher almost, because you're like dealing with this girl who's literally trapped inside this house, and this guy could get into the house anytime he wants, but he's literally just tormenting her by not getting into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Then of course, The Shining.
Great movie. I have so many theories.
So many theories. I really like The Shining too. I think The Shining was really good. I'm gonna be honest. I hadn't watched The Shining until like
Doctor Sleep came out.
July 12, 2021.
Holy shit.
So that was the first time I had watched The Shining. Again, I didn't really watch horror movies, but I had heard so much hype about it. I was debating watching Doctor Sleep because of Ewan McGregor, and so I'm like, well, I'll watch The Shining. And there had been so much hype built around this movie from the world and like from other forms of media, like Ready Player One used scenes from The Shining, and there was so much hype built around this movie. And so when I watched it, I had such different expectations for what than what the actual movie was, that I feel like I was sort of let down. But at the same time, I can respect the fact that the movie was a good movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's almost like what's that movie called? It's a big anime movie by Studio Ghibli. Spirited Away. It's like Spirited Away. I hadn't watched Spirited Away for a long time, and there was so much hype around this movie. And I had watched a lot of other Ghibli movies, like Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, Castle in the Sky, etc. And then I watched Spirited Away, and I don't necessarily get the hype for it. Have you seen Spirited Away?
No.
Okay. Well, so have you seen any of the other movies I just listed off? Princess Mononoke, Castle in the Sky, Howl's Moving Castle? No? Okay.
No.
They're great movies. Great movies. I mean, and Spirited Away is a great movie too. But I went into it with the expectation that it was going to be way more than what it was. And I finished it kind of disappointed. I think it was good, but like Howl's Moving Castle was way more resonant with me than Spirited Away was. Like I finished Howl's Moving Castle and was like, wow, I really like that movie. I'd probably watch it again. Like I think I watched it 2 times that week that I watched it. Like it was a great movie and I really liked it. But Spirited Away, just I don't know, I didn't get the same sort of impact out of it, and I don't understand why it has such a big cultural impact. Like it was for the longest time the highest budgeted. It made the most money of any movie in theaters ever for a very long time when it comes to anime movies. And I don't necessarily understand why, but it was still good. But that's how I kind of felt with The Shining. Like I don't necessarily get the full hype that I feel like everybody else gets from when they watched it for the first time, because I had so much hype built around the movie, and I don't feel like it lived up to my created hype.
It's just it's one of those movies where it just has a bunch of theories and crap, and it just hypes it up, and the book hypes it up a lot more too.
Have you read the book?
Yeah, I've read the book like 5 times.
Holy shit. I didn't even know there was a book, so there's that. And
Yeah.
I've also never looked at the fan theories either.
Well, The Shining is a Stephen King book.
Oh, that makes sense.
So is Doctor Sleep.
That makes sense.
But-
I guess
so-
I did know that actually.
So a little oh my gosh, what's the word?
Trivia?
Huh?
Trivia?
No, not trivia.
Fun fact.
Oh yeah, a little fun fact for you. Stephen King actually went to the Stanley Hotel in Colorado and wrote The Shining and Doctor Sleep in the room 217. That the book, like Jack lives in the hotel, like he's the caretaker, and he's like 217's the haunted room, but in the movie they changed it to 237 for some fucking reason. But yeah.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Have you seen Cloverfield?
Yes, I've seen all 3 of them.
I've only seen the first one because I like found footage movies, and it's the only one of the 3 that's found footage as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
But found footage movies, just I don't know, there's nothing quite like them. And I feel like it did such a good job of kind of making you care about the characters in the movie that when like they all inevitably die in the end, it's like obviously they had to die because it's found footage. You find the footage of everything that happened in the aftermath, sort of thing. But I don't know. I thought it was very well done. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Have you seen Chronicle?
Yeah, the superhero one where they have to like
Michael B.
fight each other
Jordan and
yeah.
Oh,
And Harry Osborn from Amazing Spider-Man 2.
yep. Top tier found footage movie. I love that movie. I would say that's a kind of horror-y sort of movie. It's very reminiscent of like Watchmen and The Boys, sorta. Maybe not The Boys, but more. I would say very reminiscent of Watchmen.
Yeah.
Where you have like these dark superheroes and villains, and this guy who's supposed to be a hero but ends up turning into the villain, which of course is always going to happen. You got to have the villain, but I really liked his slow descent into like madness in that movie.
Okay, yeah. Dude, wait, didn't they like bring down an airplane in that movie?
They brought down like a city, dude. They were like leveling cities in that final fight before the dude ends up getting stabbed through the heart by a statue.
Oh, that's right.
But that movie was
been forever since I've seen that.
I liked that movie a lot. I need to watch the movie again. I need to watch, like, I just need to go back through and watch a lot of found footage movies. I really like those. It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2. Which one do you like better?
Dude, I was literally just talking about this like yesterday to CJ. I can't decide because I love It Chapter 1, but It Chapter 2, like, I don't know. I feel like I relate to It Chapter 2 because they're all grown up and they're going back to their, like, childhood home and, like, they're getting all these memories back. And that's how I feel every time I go back to my town. And I'm just like, damn, bro, I don't know. This is weird.
Right.
But if I had to choose, I'll probably go with 2. Yeah.
Okay. I think that I would probably go with 1, I think. I don't know. I think that the kids did such a great job in It Chapter 1, and It Chapter 2 also did a great job, and I think that they had a great cast in both It 1 and 2.
No, dude, that cast that they did was freaking phenomenal. Sorry.
For both, it was great castings.
No. Like, I'm talking about, like, for the adult actors, for the kid actors, bro.
Yeah.
They look identical.
They do.
Like,
yeah. They did
Stanley,
really good.
like, what? Dude, that's like his older brother.
Right.
What?
No, they definitely did a great job. I really like how they made the movies, and I think that they should leave them at 2, and now they're making a 3rd one, which I'm kind of annoyed about because there's not more to the story.
Oh, they're not making it. They're making a 3rd one, but it's not a continuation of 2. It's a prequel.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's actually it's not even a movie anymore. It's a TV show. It's called Welcome to Derry, and it takes place during like the 60s and stuff.
Oh, so it's before the kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like about the first events of it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like the Easter egg hunt.
Gotcha. Is it Skarsgård coming back?
There's no confirmation about him coming back yet, but Andy Muschietti is attached to it. Like, he's directing all of it, so I'm hopeful that Bill Skarsgård will come back.
I'm looking at the cast list right now, and he's not attached to it as of now.
I'm pretty sure that they're gonna bring him back.
It's a Max original. They've got to bring him back. If they don't bring him back, it's gonna not be anywhere near the same.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's like, he literally can do the Pennywise smile. Like he is Pennywise.
And you can do the laugh and the eye.
And the eye thing. Yeah. Those movies are very good. I like those ones a lot, and I feel like. Please don't. Okay, have you seen the Predator movies? All of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that What did you think of the 2018 one?
That's the one with the guy from Logan, right?
Yeah. I think so.
It was weird because the kid got Predator armor.
I just
was
feel
like,
like it was like, I don't know.
Kid
I
Iron
don't.
Man.
Kid Iron Man. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it. I thought that it was kind of a cash grab. I don't know.
Yes.
It didn't really feel like I know it's supposed to be sort of modern day Predator, but it didn't feel like a Predator movie.
No, it felt more like
I felt like guys with guns, and then
yeah.
they don't know how to use them. I don't know. It was kind of dumb. I wasn't a big fan, but the other Predator movies, there's some pretty good ones. Lights Out.
Fucking hate that movie.
Because it's scary, you just don't like it.
No, dude, that shit terrified the fuck out of me, man.
I like that one.
The part where they're in the basement and it's the purple light and she's like slowly like looking everywhere and then you see the hands, she's like, oh, what's that? And then it jumps at you. I'm like, bro. Oh my god.
I thought that one was pretty good. I liked that one. I don't know. I enjoyed that one. That's one where I think I've seen it a couple times now, and because I saw it the first time, I'm fine with watching it that times after that. But it was still scary. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was good. I've only seen the first Insidious movie.
I haven't watched them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's I have, but it's been a very long time since I've seen them. Like,
the first Insidious came out in 2010.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen them then.
I watched it in 2021. I liked it. It was okay. I don't know. I think there's a reason I haven't watched the other ones because it just didn't really hook me that much. But I do like Patrick Wilson, so maybe I should watch more of them, but I don't know. And again, that was a James Wan movie.
Yeah. All of them are.
Yeah.
What's the first like horror movie that you've seen in the theater?
The first horror movie I saw in theaters was Hereditary.
Really?
No, that's not true. Because I saw Truth or Dare in theaters.
Is that a horror movie?
Yeah, that's a horror movie. What do you mean? It's like a superstitious horror killing you.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different movie. My bad.
Are you thinking like the one where it was like you have to do this bet on the app phone thing?
Yes.
I don't remember what that movie was called. Countdown, yeah. No, Truth or Dare. The one where like they broke a vase or something and then they were cursed to do the truth or the dare, and if they didn't, they would be killed.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The movie wasn't very good, but that was probably I think that was one of the first ones I saw in theaters. I guess I saw Halloween.
And?
No, the Halloween 2018.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I saw that in theaters.
Oh, okay. That was a good movie to watch in theaters.
Yeah, that was probably the first, I guess, horror. I also saw it in theaters though. April 21. I saw it April 18, and I saw Halloween April 21. Wait,
what?
No, okay. I think I didn't start using my IMDb until around April.
I was gonna say because Halloween.
Yeah, I think I started using my IMDb in 2019, and so I have a bunch of 2019 ratings.
Yeah, because It Chapter 1 came out in 2017.
Then that was the first movie I probably saw in theaters that was a horror movie.
Yeah.
Because I saw that, and then I saw Halloween after that. That was probably the second one. But then I also watched Hereditary. Hereditary is the one that stands out the most as the one I watched in theaters, and I hated it. I just thought that movie was stupid. Like there was some stuff in that movie I just thought was laughable. I don't know. I did not.
Hereditary?
Yeah, I did not like Hereditary. I don't know. It just. Ugh.
I watched it for the first time this summer, and the part when she gets her head knocked off, I thought was the funniest thing.
That's the thing. It's not even. It's a horror movie for sure, but it more was just disturbing. I don't know. I didn't like it.
It just goes punk.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie No One Gets Out Alive?
Yeah.
You have? That
On
movie
Netflix.
was freaking weird.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't very good, but it was weird. I was like, what the hell is going on right now?
All the horror movies are like that nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you watch Annihilation?
With Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think?
It was alright. It was kind of weird.
It was another one of those where it was weird. I don't
Face
know.
dog.
I didn't mind it, but it was like, I thought, if anything, it was pretty. I thought that they made it visually look really good, but it was just so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're kind of getting to the extent of my horror movie watching. Like, there's not very many things on my list. Werewolf by Night, that was really good.
Oh, the black and white Disney one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that it was a very interesting take on a Marvel, on the Marvel content, and I liked how it paid homage to old classic horror.
Yeah, like old monsters and stuff.
Yeah, I think
The
that I
original
would.
monsters.
Yeah, I think I would probably watch another one of those. I mean, it wasn't really scary; it was more a thriller for that one. But
And there was gore in it.
true, yeah. I mean, it was black and white gore, so it kind of hit it. But
Well,
we're
did
gonna
you
be
watch-
what
Are you gonna watch the
in color version?
Yeah.
I might. I'll probably just watch it by myself because Riley and I already saw that one together, so I wouldn't waste our time watching it again. But I might watch it by myself, maybe. I wonder if it'll show anything that we couldn't really see in the black and white version. That's gonna like be Easter egg sort of.
Maybe.
That'd be cool. Have you ever played the Outlast video games?
No.
Have you heard of them?
Yes.
They are terrifying. Especially Outlast 2. Outlast 1, you're going to like an insane asylum, and it doesn't feel as like realistic, I guess. Like some of the stuff that happens in the game, it doesn't feel like there's a big giant brooding like guy that just kind of rampages through walls and stuff. It doesn't feel real. But Outlast 2 is freaking terrifying. You crash land a helicopter outside of this cult village, and you're with your reporter wife, and she basically gets taken, and you have to go and try to find her. And you're basically going through this cult village of people who are just insane, and that is a terrifying game.
Kind of seems like Blair Witch.
It's one of those games where I've tried playing myself, but it's like a game you want to play when other people are also there with you, so you can like all freak out together and then be like, no, you play. Because that's a game I played with Peter and my brother, and we were like all freaked out and we're like, okay, give it to him, because he knows how to play horror games and he doesn't get scared, so he can keep playing. But that's a fun game. We should play that sometime. You come over, I'll have Peter come over, and we can all play Outlast.
Bro, I'll be playing for days.
It's freaking terrifying, bro. It's so hard to play. And the problem, I guess this is sort of in line with what we're talking about. Horror video games, there's some that I can play, and there's some that I can't. Like the Resident Evil games, those I can play because you get a gun. You can fight. Like, if I can fight, I'm good. But the problem with the Outlast games is you only have a camera, And sometimes the areas are so dark, you have to turn on the night vision mode on your camera, but your camera only has so much battery. So sometimes you have to turn your night vision off and it's pitch black and you can't see anything and you're trying to walk around. And you have to only hide from these things that are trying to go after you. You can't just shoot them. And I hate that. I hate that I can't fight back. It's only run or die. I think that's something that makes a horror game actually scary. If I can fight back, I'm chilling. But if I have to sit there and hide from you because there's no other way, that's what really makes something scary. What are your thoughts on that?
Sounds interesting.
Have you played any horror games besides like the hacker slasher ones?
I've played The Park. I've played Five Nights at Freddy's.
I haven't actually. I've played the first Five Nights, but I've only watched all of the other ones.
Oh yeah. I've played Phasmophobia.
Oh, wait, you have a computer?
No,
Is that on your PlayStation?
not yet. It will be in like a month though.
Oh, is it going to come to Xbox too?
I don't know.
I want it to, because that game looks actually so fun. Phasmophobia.
I played The Quarry,
Xbox.
Dead by Daylight, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
A report on Phasmophobia's official Twitter is its plan to release has been officially delayed to October 2023. Hey! So soon!
Very soon.
Let's see. Is Phasmophobia releasing on PS5 and Xbox? Okay. So yes, it's coming. I hope it's gonna be able to be played between cross consoles so that we can play together, because that game is actually a lot of fun. Have you ever watched people play that game?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and his friends play it?
Yeah.
Have you seen the one where like they're all outside in the van and you just hear Mark screaming inside, dying from the outside? It's freaking funny. He's just like, "Ah!" And then he's just gone. And they're like standing outside the door trying to open it, and they just hear him dying. Oh, I would love to play that game. If that game comes to Xbox and it's cross-console, I will definitely play it. But I don't know. There's something about horror games where if you can't do anything, that's what makes them scary, and that's what I like. Like I don't know if it's. I can't remember, because I watch a lot of horror movie gameplay, but not actually playing it myself because I'm a baby and I can't play it myself. So like I watch a lot of like Markiplier playing horror stuff because he plays a lot of horror games, and some of the best ones are like when you're like tethered to a horror character, or the ones where it's like the mannequins, where if you look at it, it won't move, but you look away and that's when it starts coming after you. And so you have to like constantly be making sure you're watching it, otherwise you're gonna get killed because it's gonna come after you.
Oh, okay.
That's the type of stuff that's just, I don't know, it's cool and it's interesting and scary, and I like it. I don't know. I like horror video games more, I think, than I like horror movies, because it's fun to watch people's reactions to them.
Yeah.
You got anything else for this episode of things that Hunter has watched horror movie wise? Obviously, I need to watch more horror movies.
Wait, you watched Halloween 2018 in the theater, but you didn't watch Kills, but you watched Ends?
Yeah. I think that I don't even remember why I didn't watch Kills, because I liked Halloween 2018. I think I was busy or something. Like, there's a time in life when I was just like doing so much school and work, and I just didn't have time. I think that's why I didn't watch Kills, but I would have watched it if I had time. Because I do enjoy those movies. I think they're fun movies. I've been debating going back and watching like the originals, but there's so many.
Literally, dude, you should watch Halloween, like the original Halloween 2, 4, 5, 6, Resurrection, or H2O and Resurrection, and that's the original. So there's only like 7 originals, but they're not even that long.
Yeah.
And they're goofy. Like the first 2 are kind of get you, because they're like those are the actual like good ones.
Well, unfortunately, it's only available on AMC Plus, so I probably
Well,
won't
it's a good thing you got a friend who has it.
You have AMC Plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta watch Daryl Dixon in Walking Dead, dude.
Have you been watching Daryl Dixon?
Yeah.
Is it good?
No.
Eesh, yikes.
I mean,
We were watching The Walking Dead, but we ended up stopping in like
Dead City
a couple episodes. Is
so
it?
far.
Yeah, we watched a couple episodes in after Glenn dies, but we kind of got busy, and then we haven't gone back and watched it because we've been watching Ahsoka, and I don't know if we're gonna end up going back and finishing it because once Negan comes in, Riley doesn't really want to watch. So,
Dude, Negan's like the best character in the later.
I know, I've heard. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch more of it eventually, but we'll see.
But yeah.
All right. I think that's really all I've got for this episode. Let's do some movie recommendations. Give me, I guess, is that your movie recommendation? Watch Halloween, the original?
The original, yeah. You should
Okay.
watch, yeah. And
Okay.
Rob Zombies.
Man, I can only watch so many movies.
That was my first movie.
That was the first movie you what? All right, it looks like we ran into some technical difficulties, but that's all right. I'm just going to wrap up this episode. Thanks for listening. Please check out our other episodes. We have a decent number out at this point, so if you haven't heard them all, please go back, listen. Please give us a follow and check out our other social medias. We are on Instagram, we are on TikTok, we are on Twitter, we are on Facebook. Look us up and give us a follow and some likes, and I appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one. Yep.